Yummy. I know my husband's looking at me and saying, you're going to say yummy again. Anyway, yes, I did. Hi, how are you? Ramadan Kareem. Very excited today. I'm actually doing a recipe I've dreamt of, meaning I'm changing it a little bit. It's called Ali. Basically, it's just like bread pudding in a way. There's so many ways of doing Ali. So I wanted to change things up a little bit, especially with the base of Ali. So most of the videos I saw were all using stale croissants. Just use some 2-3 day old croissants. That's the best ones to use if you're going for that option. Today I'm going to be using phyllo dough, the same pastry that people use to make baklava. So it's a very, very thin pastry, just like paper. And you need to always keep it covered with a cloth, a damp cloth, because it tends to dry out very quickly. And once it dries out, it starts breaking. So you don't want that. We're going to be using evaporated milk. Is it the same as condensed milk? No, because it's not sweet, it's got no sugar in it, and it's just basically evaporated milk. And then we are using condensed milk. I was lucky today to, or maybe it was a sign from God saying fat-free. So this one is a sweetened condensed skimmed milk. Great, I'm very happy about that. Just makes it more of a reason for me to eat it. And then I'm gonna sneak in a little bit of Sinful Delight Lotus Biscoff. I love this spread. I love the biscuit. Yummy. I know my husband's looking at me and saying, you're gonna say yummy again. You know, yes, I did. And then we are going to use a bit of melted butter. I'm gonna put that in the microwave in just a second. And then we are gonna use some nuts of your choice. A lot of people put raisins in this. To be very honest, I can't stand raisins. I'm really sorry, but not sultanas, not raisins. I'm not putting that stuff inside. So my choice of nut today is some shaved almonds and some pistachios. So that's what I like. I'm going very basic. And last but not the least, we are going to use some shredded coconut. Be careful. Don't buy coconut flour. Shredded coconut. It's completely different. So let us start. I will start with putting my butter in the microwave just for like 20 seconds. And I'm using medium-sized glass tray. This is oven proof because we are going to be baking in the oven twice, okay? The first time we're going to bake the phyllo pastry with the butter, and then the second time we're going to bake it in the oven with the different toppings. So take the sheet and just grab it like that. That's all you're going to do. You're just going to squeeze it, okay? And then start layering it in your dish. Just take it like that and put it next to it. So what I'm doing is I'm building my tray. We are going to bake this, my friends, for about 10 minutes or less. Now let's do the topping while the sheets are baking slightly. I don't want to over bake them in the oven. I just want to give them a little bit of a crisp because we're going to bake them again. So let's start with opening our evaporated milk. Woo! Try not to make a mess like I just did. And you don't need that much. You could use half the can. Then the secret weapon, our yummy and delicious lotus. I'm just going to take a nice spoon. 1 spoon. This is going to be a bit tough because you need to whisk it slowly. Then we're going to add the condensed milk, the fat-free condensed milk. I don't know, it gives me a bit of a clear conscience that I'm using just half. Don't put too much because we're not going to need that much. Okay, make sure it's all mixed. So now it came out of the oven. It was actually baking just for around 10 minutes with the butter, just to get that almost kind of crispy crust. And now we're just gonna put in our liquid. So this was a mixture of evaporated milk with some condensed milk and a very generous spoon of lotus spread. So I'm not gonna put a lot of this. I know I made a bit too much, but it's okay. All this pastry is gonna soak it up. So just make sure you get all the edges. That's why I'm using this to pour, because it just makes life easy. Top of that, we're just gonna add a little bit of coconut just for now. Okay, even though it's gonna go back into the oven. Okay. And then we're gonna bake this for another 10 minutes for it to become golden brown, and then we'll put our toppings and it's ready to be eaten. Now that it's been baked in the oven, it's nice and brown and looks and smells just like bread pudding. Okay, for the toppings, like I mentioned, so I have a combination of some shaved almonds and pistachios. So just put a nice amount, don't overdo it. Depends, if you really like nuts and you like it crunchy, put as much as you want, doesn't matter. And then we're just gonna put the last shaved or shredded coconut. It smells like lotus heaven. And if you don't really like sweet stuff, I hate to break it for you, but this is not for you. Ideally, eat it straight out of the oven. I don't know, some people like Umm Ali when it's cold. I'm not a fan, to be honest. Oh my God, yummy. Can't help myself, but I'm gonna try this because I can. Look how good that looks. It's gonna be very hot. So good. Very hot. Delicious. This is really good. I hope you make it for your friends. It's quick, it's easy, it's simple. Just a few ingredients and it's delicious. Thank you.